What happens when you try to squeeze a hard grain of corn or soybean? You get nothing. To extract the oil out of these industrial seeds, factories have to wash them in a petroleum-based neurotoxin called hexane, heat them to extreme temperatures, bleach them to remove the grey colour, and deodorize them to hide the rancid smell. Human beings didn't evolve eating liquid plant oils. For thousands of years, humans cooked with stable animal fats, tallow, lard, butter. Heart disease as a mass epidemic was virtually non-existent. Seed oils didn't start as food. They basically started as industrial waste and machine lubricant. Companies like Procter and Gamble were making soap from cotton seed oil. They realized that by using a chemical process called hydrogenation, they could turn this cheap liquid industrial waste into a solid white block that looked exactly like pork lard. They named it Crisco and marketed it as a cheaper, cleaner alternative to animal fat. Let's look at the actual chemical structure of these seed oils. Notice that CH2 right in the middle there. That's a methylene bridge. It is structurally weak and highly reactive. When you put that unstable molecule into the human body, oxygen attacks that exact part. It literally rusts inside you, creating lipid peroxidation. Animal fats don't have this structural flaw, but seed oils do. Polyunsaturated fats, like seed oils, have multiple double bonds. So they have these fragile double bonds, these seed oils. People think that they're healthy when they're buying these things, but for example, like grapeseed oil, that's got a very poor omega-3 to omega-6 ratio. It's like 600 of omega-6 to 1 of omega-3. That's a ratio. Our ancestors consumed a diet of roughly 1-to-1 omega-3 to omega-6. The preformed omega-3s are EPA and DHA, and ALA, which is in the seed oils and in plant foods in general, it has less than 10% conversion rate. So you can't convert much of the ALA into these preformed EPA and DHA, which the EPA and DHA is in marine and animal-based foods. And you need this EPA and DHA for cardiovascular health and brain health, etc. Seed oils are overflowing with linoleic acids. Your body converts this into arachidonic acid. So when you eat these seed oils, you're causing systemic inflammation because this arachidonic acid reacts in the body. When those fragile seed oils oxidize, they create toxic byproducts called aldehydes, specifically 4-HNE. They form incredibly strong covalent bonds with the lipid rafts in your cell membranes. They derange proteins and make the cells unstable and cause them to burst on impact. They basically tear your cell membranes to pieces and bind with your DNA, causing mutations. And what's one of the common themes of cancer? It's DNA damage. When these aldehydes destroy your cells, your immune system panics. It perceives this damage as invading pathogens, okay? And then it attacks itself. So it attacks its own tissue, basically, your body. Seed oils aren't foods. They're basically rancid inflammatory toxins. So they're destitute of nutrition. They don't have the fat-soluble vitamins like animal fat has. Cook your meat with the fat it came with, or add a bit of tallow or ghee or something. So if anyone's still cooking these seed oils, then share them this video, and also make sure to like this video and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.